What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the He's On. Talk about a few things today. A game preview of tonight's game at 7 o'clock Valley time. The Utah Jazz take on the Phoenix Suns in Phoenix. Both teams are 1-1, and we're also going to talk about the last two previous games, just because I haven't been on. I've been busy with going to concerts and dealing with a cold. So if I sound stuffy, I apologize for that. But please like and subscribe, and also check out Arizona Sports Underground. They bring good Arizona Cardinals content. And shout out the Diamondbacks as well. Tough loss last night, but hey, it's first team to four, and like it ain't over till it's over. The Diamondbacks got it in the bag. What is going on, Classy Nasty? I saw that you're in here before, so shout out to you. And what is going on, Westville? How are you doing today? So before we get to the nitty gritty of tonight's game, let's just briefly go over the last two previous games. Starting with the Suns and Warriors game. Let me pull this up real quick. First game of the season. I mean, it was relatively, shitty basketball watching. A lot of mistakes, a lot of turnovers from both teams. Golden State didn't have Draymond Green in that game, and we didn't have Bradley Beal and Damian Lee, but all of us know that. So Booker scored 32 points. He was stellar in that game. We ended up winning by 4, and Booker, the last 2 minutes, assisted on 4. Like, he created those possession that towards the end of the game and the dagger really was Yusuf Nurkic getting that short roll lay-in, which was very, very clutch, and abusing that sort of mismatch, because I don't necessarily remember Looney being in the closing lineup there. Not to my knowledge. I hope he didn't. I hope KD didn't get injured last game. I haven't seen anything about that. Suns Warriors game, very entertaining, especially since we got the win. The Eric Gordon and Grayson Allen weren't that good, but Josh Okogie was probably runner-up to being the second best player for the Suns that night. And then, you can put KD in the third slot, and then probably Nurkic in the fourth. But all 4 of those guys were really good. KD only had 18 points that game, so we came out with the dub. And then our first loss of the season was against the Lakers, also known as the LeBrons. We lost by 5, I believe. Let me look real quick. This game was very irritating. Just every time we play an LA team, officiating is always questionable. I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories, especially towards the end, where like these ticky-tack fouls were called down the stretch. The Suns kind of controlled this game from beginning to end, and until the fourth quarter. Really, we only before KD came in, we only scored 5 or whatever the number was, and we can't have that happen. Safe to say, if we had Booker for literally a 1-minute stretch anytime during this game, we'd probably win this. LeBron clutched up, and he exposed what is going to be sort of like a thing that we're going to have to look for with, going into the playoffs and stuff, with going into a closing lineup with Yusuf Nurkic. Nurkic can be looked at as barbecue chicken, and that's exactly what LeBron saw, and he got the mismatch and took it in on him, and it was either Nurkic was going to foul him or he was going to get the and one. And that's essentially what happened, and that's what sealed the game. But KD was brilliant this game, and it was literally KD versus 5 other players. Unfortunately, Josh Okogie was also good in this game, but you're not looking at Josh Okogie for offensive impact, but he has been really good. But I had a couple of beefs with this. We went through the whole lineup, but we didn't touch Metu or Bates or Udoka. I feel like when LA was running Christian Wood, LeBron, and AD all at the same time in the closing lineup, I would have at least liked to match that, the height and just proxies, just putting bodies on the floor and just to take away from everything else. And I would have liked to close with Jordan Goodwin instead of Aaron Gordon, because Goodwin was giving us at least a little bit more than what Aaron Gordon was giving us in that Lakers game. So, but I will say, with us barely losing to a fully healthy Lakers team, I know they don't have Jared Vanderbilt, but I digress. It was a pretty impressive performance, and not a lot of people are shining light on that. KD was great, and we were in the game until the end, and we should have won this one. It was more we lost it than the Lakers won it, if you want to think about it that way. Um, Before we get into this Utah game that is tonight, I want to talk about this injury shit that's going on with Book and Beal, because it has been very confusing and it's been very irritating. I think as fans of a certain franchise or a certain team or player, like, we can ask for some pretty crazy shit sometimes, but I think what is universally acceptable is asking for transparency when it comes to players' health. Um, if Beal is day to day because of this back thing, say he's day to day, um, and that goes for any player, even with Book with his toe or foot. Just say he's day to day. If he's questionable, like he may or may not play, like, let us know. If he's doubtful, let us know. But with Beal playing in the preseason, him looking good, Book playing in the preseason and in that Golden State game, looked really good. Closed out the game, look just fine. But it's just very irritating. And us as fans, we just need transparency when it comes to talking about players' health, because to my knowledge, I have not heard Beal having a back injury when we acquired him. There was that wrist thing that he was dealing with, but I think that was just more of like to close him off sort of injury. But you see like Dakota's tweet saying like the Wizards neglected that injury as like back injury or something, and like, this is brand new to us. If we would have known this information when we acquired him, I like all of this, like our mindset would be like, oh man, can't wait till Beal is back healthy, and it's just Katie and Book slugging it out type shit, like, when you have that transparency from team to like fans, like, we can really like not light the flame underneath this team, and you have like Suns Twitter just overreacting 3 games in because some of our stars are not playing, and it's just really fucking annoying, and I would like to not just have like you know what I'm saying, like, I'm not trying to have like regression and shit, like, I want Vogel and everybody else to let us know like what the thing is, and I hope when Halloween rolls around, I think we play San Antonio that game, that they give us a more clear idea of what the timetable is for our 2 stars, and especially when we're going all in, building a whole team around Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Bradley Beal. I would like to know the status of 2 of our stars that are out, and just so we know what to anticipate. And it's not a competitive edge. It's just us as fans. Like, I'm already seeing crazy shit like, oh, we should have waited to trade for Damian Lillard. Like we knew Damian Lillard was an option when we got Bradley Beal, which wasn't. But very annoying stuff. Just us as fans, we just ask for transparency, just about shit like that. Book is questionable now, is he? Hang on, let me look real quick. Because Shams first said like he was doubtful. Let me see. Steph Curry is listed questionable. Where did you see that by chance? Because it's not coming up on my end. Sorry if I sound congested, guys, because that's exactly what I sound like right now or feel like. Where did you see that? Yes. Send me that list, Phil. But let's Reddit. Send me the link because it's not coming up on Twitter. And then Sham said yesterday, and then I don't think he said anything today, but I think Dwayne Rankin said he was ruled out. Um, yeah, like Dwayne said, he's out on the home opener tonight, so with a left ankle sprain, even though it was toe before. But yeah, let's dive into this Jazz game real quick, and then we'll boogie out of here because I want to play some more Spider-Man. Okay. So yeah, so the Jazz, they're tonight is a second night of a back-to-back. They beat the Clippers last night in a very tight game, came down to the wire. This Jazz team, very scrappy. They have some notable guys on there: Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen leading the charge. Taylor Horton Tucker, very sneaky. He's a very sneaky scorer. They have Colin Sexton as well, Kelly Olynyk. I mean, they have some names on there. Then Walker Kessler, a very solid player. They have all solid players around, and now they have John Collins, and I haven't seen much of him so far. But the Jazz are 1-1 right now. They're ranked ninth in the West, and as of this year, 2 games in, small sample size. They're fifth in offensive rating, 26 in defensive rating, which is a plus for us. They're bottom of the barrel when it comes to defense right now. And with them going against the Clippers, that's pretty glaring there. But they lost to Sacramento a couple of nights ago. They lost by 16. So that has to be expected. But winning against the Clippers, 2-point game. So this team can definitely score above 110. So as long as we suppress that, which we've been doing a good job against Golden State and Lakers, keeping their score low. Like we absolutely need somebody to step up and just score alongside Kevin Durant because he can't be Superman all the time. But with the defensive rating this year for them being 29th, I'm pretty confident that Kevin Durant will be able to move a lot better. With the Lakers, they were sending triple teams at him, and it was making it really hard for him to create early. But like great players, they adapt, and that's exactly what Kevin Durant did in that Lakers game. And I'm really going to be hoping that Frank Vogel utilizes Metu and Keita Bates because I feel like they can definitely add something in a creation sense. I think Nurkic is going to have a lot better time this game because I think their starting center is Kelly Olynyk. And I think Nurkic can hold his own against, Kelly Olynyk, which I'm pretty sure. But Kelly's good. I mean, he's scrappy. Then Walker Kessler as well. You got to watch out for him. He has really good hands. But I'm really confident in this game. But, like they can run up the score real quick. You can't really take it any time off. You really can't let your foot off the off the gas, I should say. Surprisingly, 2 games in, the Phoenix Suns offensive rating is 28th, but Book and Beal haven't been entirely available. Then defensive rating, we're actually 4th, so we're looking pretty good in that aspect. We're keeping games close. We're keeping it really competitive, but just more stops, and somebody needs to score alongside of Kevin Durant. And I think this is also a game that Eric Gordon can kind of figure out his scoring slump. I want to set up Yuta a lot more He's been playing pretty decently, and I would like to reward his defensive hustle. I know Josh Okogie is going to bring it, and hopefully Grayson Allen figures out what's going on with him, because Milwaukee fans are already talking crazy. Steps to success to secure this win tonight. I just say, you really throw everything that you can at Lauri Markkanen, assign Josh Okogie onto Taylor Horton Tucker, and then with Jordan Clarkson, you send Jordan Goodwin on him, and you live with the results. But we just need another guy to be scoring alongside Kevin Durant, and like Eric Gordon needs to know that he has a green light, and he just needs to take better IQ shots, because that's not what he's been doing the last 2 games. Before I boogie out of here, Westfield, did you have any questions? I think we can get this win tonight, and people can calm down a bit. But I will say I would definitely like some transparency from the Phoenix Suns organization about the status of Book and Beal. I absolutely hate when teams are just so adamant of not giving us information, because if we know them, we're not going to bother you about it, and people can stop talking crazy. Is Book's injury a toe thing? Is it a ankle thing? Is it a bottom of the foot thing? Because it seems to be all 3 or none of them, or one of them. It's very, very confusing. So I'm trying to figure this out. And then with Beal, let us know if he's day to day at all. When do you think Book and Beal will be back? Zen Varlock, I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but he alluded that Book can be back Halloween. I don't know about Beal, though. I hope Halloween against San Antonio. I think that's a pretty, loose game. San Antonio has some players on there, but, you're not expecting them to do much. So I think that would be a nice home game to, sort of come back to, and, Book can, pace himself. I just hope at least one of the starters are back come Halloween, and we can just move forward from there. Because Kevin Durant, he couldn't have played any better the other night. So, that's all I really wanted to talk about. I'll have, Coach post this whenever he gets a chance. But, I just wanted to keep it short and keep moving forward. Hope the Diamondbacks secure a win tonight. I hope the Suns secure a win tonight, because the last 48 hours it's been kind of rough for Arizona Suns fans, even now. Subscribe, check out Arizona Sports Underground, and subscribe to my new YouTube channel, The Pull Up J. Link is in my Twitter bio if you follow me there. And then there should be a video up in the next few days. I'm dealing with a cold right now, and the audio sounds like shit. So that will be up in a timely manner. But until then, have a good rest of the weekend, y'all. Peace.